to transform this myprogram.zig into Erlang.zig, right? And I want to export some stuff. How should I do that in Zig?
You already are actually.
No, so it's like C, that's it.
No, you see how some functions have pub in front of them? That means they
Ah,
are public.
do I need to do this as well?
Yeah, you do.
All of these as well, I think. I'm gonna make everything public for now. Later we can make it like not do that. There's a bunch of to-dos in here. I'm gonna maintain this because I didn't commit this code yet, I think. Or did I? Did I commit? Do you remember, Marin?
I don't remember.
Let me check. Maybe I did actually. Because then I'm gonna remove it. So let's check. Let's go to ports. Let's go to client, myprog.zig, and yeah, this is in there. Awesome. So this can just go. Cool. So what other stuff do we need to keep in here? So we have the complex stuff that we actually don't need anymore.
Yeah, that was just from
We
the
also don't need this anymore.
documentation examples.
This is if we want to not use Erlang's protocol, which we will, so we don't need this anymore. This is the median executable. This is the median article that we can check the recording if you need it back. Another executable. What is this? This is probably from the documentation using those functions that I just removed. Go. And this is the Zig translation. So now I'm gonna make a client.zig. I did zog because lols there. And then I'm gonna put the public function that we had before in here. So how do I import a Zig file? Or how do you guys call this? A module? A file?
You can call it a module, you can call it a struct because it behaves like a struct in terms of the language semantics.
Oh,
You see on line 5 where I'm doing import the standard library. You can basically do the same thing, except instead of saying std for the standard library, you can just say put a path, a relative path to the file that you're writing, and it will look over there and try to import it. If
are you saying to do it like this?
no, 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 no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
but
no,
on C import, right? It needs to
line
be like this.
5. Not quite, not quite. More like this. You would have to do something like const Erlang equals uh, I think it's like this, if I remember right. Let me double check.
Erlang. Yeah, I think that I'm looking at the documentation. I think that's the way. So Erlang Zig. I have another question. Do I need to like is this like qualified? Do I need to do Erlang dot everything?
Yes, it is.
Cool.
You can use a shorter name than Erlang if you want. You don't have to match the file name.
Is that better? I don't really know.
I think it is, probably.
Uh, uh-huh. Uh-huh.
There's a debug print there. Don't forget to import the standard library as well.
std. Like this.
Yes, like that.
Then we're just gonna do client and that's client. Client, just client. Oh, use of undeclared identifier. Oh, I need to put the qualified on that, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do.
Oh. Oh. So, I see. I need to re-export this stuff, right? Because this was within the other file, right?
Right, it is
I'm very sad
unique.
about that.
Um,
Almost to the point of making an initialization function in here.
I'm pretty sure that it's common practice in Zig projects to make a c.zig file where you basically you put all your C libraries in there, so you only have to put it in one place. There are some implications about how the compilation goes with just one C import versus more than one. But the main advantages here would be that we could just import that same C file from multiple places, and it would be more convenient for us as well.
But isn't this only the only function that we do that? Like this is the only function that we do this, right? The connection status.
Uh, I guess.
So I think for
Yeah,
now we should just re-ex made a wrapper around this, and later on when we refactor we make it better. The problem is that I don't know what is the type of this thing.
We all know that time will never come, by the
Now
way.
that time will come, because
you don't actually need to do the you don't need to do a wrapper. You can just export the EI, I guess.
yeah, but that's the solution that I didn't want to go for. But okay. So how do I export that?
Just put a pub in front of the const EI.
Like this?
Yes, like that.
I gotta say, the syntax in Zig is quite pleasant.
Um,
Yeah,
I
Doesn't
it
burn
is.
my eyes.
yeah, I think it's pretty good. I'm still a little bit um, uh, how can I say? I think I'm not too fan of the dot star whatever the crap is going on at in some places, but because
Oh,
you can
the syntax for dereferencing a pointer, you mean?
yeah. No, not that one. But I mean, I saw you doing some combination of like dots and stars, and probably there's some columns as well in the middle and stuff like that. That I don't know yet. But yeah, the syntax is not bad. I have much worse. Okay, so now, well, not this one. Now we need to import. We need to discover how we're gonna do this. So are we gonna use the raylib dash zig or dot zig or whatever?
That's probably for the best.
So how do we grab that? Do we need to download anything?
Does Zig have a package manager of some sort?
Uh, as of version 0.12, it does actually.
Oh, that's why you wanted me to change the flake, right?
Right.
Uh,
I'm not sure if 0.12 is already on Nix because it was released like last week or something.
how can I check the version?
Zig version. No, 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 no.
Dash
Stay.
is
Aha.
11.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I already checked this before, and it is on Zig. Oh, and it is on Zig. It is on Nix. Let me just triple check that. Oh no, I lied. Oh no, yeah, this is not unstable though. Yeah,
Oh,
no, I lied. It is not. It is still 0.11. Oh no, but there is a thing. They made it separate, like they do in Haskell. So let's do that. So we don't want Zig anymore. We want this.
oh, I see.
Uh, oh, cool. Let's check what is wrong. Let's check what is wrong.
Attribute is missing.
Do we need to update something to use unstable in the flake, Mageta?
You need to go up. It's oh, but maybe the
Nix flake
version when
update?
you got do Nix Flake update because maybe the version you pinned right it's
Yeah.
older. Let's just hope nothing breaks. Otherwise,
No, no, no. I have faith.
well, I'm not really that. Oh, we should remove Postgres. Oh no, we are using on this project. Never
Yeah, we
mind.
are using Postgres.
By the way, I discovered a new heresy in the database world.
Oh
It
yeah?
is called Postgres worship. That's what it's
I
called.
have no idea what that is.
It's worshiping Postgres as the best database ever created by humanity.
Oh, I have no idea of the competitors. Is that true?
Well, I was just joking, but I do think there are some people who do that.
No, 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 no. But
Wow.
in comparison to like SQL Server, MySQL,
Oh no, it's not really that. It's just that like compare me with other garbage
ah,
aside, right? I
ah,
I, I agree it's better than like Mongo, but still like man, hold down. Still a crappy database. Like it's amazing comparison to the others, but it still has like doesn't have data independence, for example. So
ah. Okay, we have 0.12 though, so we have package manager now. Is that correct?
Yes, and I spent very little time looking at how that works, so we will have to find out together, actually.
So Zig package manager.
and how old is this project that it didn't get the 12? Like is the 12 that new?
We are using
Uh,
11.
Yes, but we started the project 3 weeks ago. Like
Yeah, but
they in
but
this time
Marinho
they
said that
merged.
12 was launched last week.
Oh, okay, so just in time, I guess.
But like, if they didn't have it, oh, I found it. Okay, this is pretty stupid naming though. Build Zig Zone,
What
and it's
zone?
Jason. Pretty
Oh
much,
man,
it is Jason. Ah, uh, is this a file that already exists, or are they creating a new file from scratch just for loss?
you're asking me?
Yeah, no, because we have how many do we have? We have Jason, we have YAML, we
All
have
right.
Toml, and now we
Now
have Zone.
Tomo is my absolute most disgraceful. All of them.
My internet
Oh,
decided to
there's
die for a
XML
second
too,
there.
Oh, there's XML.
which is my favorite, which is the one that people most hate, I guess.
I don't know much about Toml though. Why do you dislike that much?
I just like the configuration on the some languages put on it. It's kind of disgusting.
So this is
Like
gonna
Python.
be Lyceum client. So Magrinho.
Yeah.
So I found a thing called Zig Package Manager, which starts by introducing a file with this name,
Yep.
and now apparently this is the template. We're gonna put here raylib, and then we're gonna put the GitHub stuff in there.
Yep. Ah, you were talking about the file format names.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I mentioned that I never heard of Zone before.
It literally means Zig object notation because it basically takes the syntax for anonymous structs from Zig and just uses it as a data format.
Remember when we were talking to Egil that he wanted to fix C package management, and then he wanted to do some sort of Git submodules thing.
Yeah, that's what Zig people
Yeah,
did before the
that's
package
kind of
manager.
like looking at this. I said, "Oh, okay, so this is exactly what I imagined when I noticed that yes, the problem you're having problems with you is because C doesn't have a package manager." Yeah, hilarious.
Yep.
Okay, so now we need to go to the raylib.zig, Imagine for a moment that we're gonna start with this, and then things will go out of the rails when we discover a problem and you have to migrate to the other one.
That would have been funny, but tragic at the same time.
I'm gonna be pretty sad. So how do I what do I put in here, Marinho? Because here is it in the example we have like tags. There's no such thing in raylib.zig as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, that's a problem, right? Um, let's see. Will it does Zig? I think. How do we do this? Zig package measure.
Are we gonna have to like launch something for this guy or something like that? Because if we're gonna do
Uh,
this, why not just make a .so and call it a day?
because making a .so is actually more automatic if you use the package manager because it integrates with the Zig build system.
Yeah, but the guy didn't launch. Like, there's no like tags or versions or whatever. It's just the code. So how are we supposed to use this? Oh, he didn't know probably because the last commit is 3 months ago and this launched last week. So he couldn't know.
Yeah, it's it's kind of sad. The disadvantages of using a new language that's actively developed.
I mean, we are on version 0.12, right?
Yep.
What
That's
do we? What else do we want
Wait a
exactly?
moment. There's a Zigit forum post in which the guy is asking for a Raylib example using the package manager. Um,
Amazing.
uh, okay, so a fairly minimal Raylib Zig example code base. Okay, okay, that's promising. So, oh, there's
Not sure
another
about that.
repo for the Raylib. Oh, but this probably is the one with the C bindings. That's how it works. Uh,
I mean, technically, I think both of them eventually use the C bindings at the bottom. It's just
okay, I'm
the
gonna send
interface
you
may be
this.
different.
I'm gonna send in the chat the link that the guy sent there. Let's
Okay,
see
let's
how
see.
this works. So the build Zig Zone. Again, I really dislike the naming. It's pretty bad, but okay.
It's like
Uh,
your document zig zone. Like, I don't know.
so let's let's put his stuff. So we have dependencies. This is the Raylib dependency, which the guy apparently did for us. This is the same profile of the original link, so apparently he did the like compressed the thing into a tar. And then we have something called paths. So my understanding is that this is kind of describing the like the folder slash file structure.
Uh, yeah, that seems to make sense,
It seems
and
to
it
me
does
that we also
match.
need a build.zig file though, which Magita is not aware
No,
how this
I'm not.
works. So let me explain. So do you remember what I told you before, Magita, that Zozin did a uh, bootstrap of the thing of
Um,
GCC making a build system?
right.
So this is exactly what Zig did. Uh,
Okay.
in my personal opinion, is definitely not great because this particular example here, although it has comments, it is a simple example for bootstrapping a project with Raylib, and it has 90 lines, which is like more than my just file. So
Yeah.
so let's see what the heck is happening there. Maninho, could you guide us here?
Sure. So basically, build.zig needs to have to export a build function, and it will take if you take a build from that's defined in the standard library and you basically just customize it to describe your project. Um, so on line 11, we're basically saying I want to use the standard options for the compilation targets, and then on 16, the standard optimizations. And then on line 18, we add an executable so that when we run Zig builds in the commands line, it's going to spit out that executable that we are declaring.
Yes.
Um, and it says the name of the executable, which file to use as the executable's entry point. And then you just pass along the target and optimization flags that you got from
That you
the
created here.
lines above. Yeah. Um, and then um, And then we say, okay, we also depend on Raylib, so let's build that as well. Um, so it passes the optimization options to Raylib, and uh, then it strips the executable. There, line 40. It actually declares the dependency, and it says, uh, I depend on Raylib, which is defined in the zone file, right? We just pass it the name that's declared over there. And then we build it just like we build the executable, and we link the library to the executable. And then we install the executable to the installation directory, which if you just run Zig build to do a dev build, it will create a zig-out directory on the project root. And
Mm-hmm.
it will put the compiled files over there.
That's cool.
Uh, yeah, and then it adds a run command, so you can do zig build run to automatically run the executable instead of having to run it as a separate step. And it says, okay, to run, obviously, I depend on building the thing and installing it. That's on line 60. And then it passes whatever arguments you pass on the command line to the run,
Oh, there's even
the
unit
executable.
tests.
Yes, you can run unit tests using the build system as well. And this is convenient because in Zig, the same way that in Racket you can interleave codes and tests, you can do the same thing in Zig. There's
We
syntax
have
for that.
we have a
Uh,
major problem, a very very major problem,
What problem?
because we need to throw into Zig this crap.
oh, the C garbage, right?
Fortunately,
Right.
though, there is a Zig to Nix thing that I checked.
I don't know if that would help.
I'm assuming that the Zig to Nix will be able to interact with the build.zig file.
Maybe it's too new for that, but maybe.
Here. So he created a flake for Zig to Nix, which does all these things.
When is it from? Like the January 18.
Yeah, January 18.
Gonna go to the GitHub page
Uh,
last week.
Flake for packaging, building, and running Zig projects. So
Oh,
you,
Zig Master 12. There it is.
uh, yeah, but my question, there's a template, default, build.zig. So my bet would be that we should not touch, like, the build.zig file doesn't change because of Nix. It's the opposite. Nix presupposes a build file, and then you're gonna have to mess around with this stuff. So let's go. And it is using the same trick that Magetta loves.
I just find it convenient. It's not that I love it, but
So let's grab one of those. Let's actually also read, right? So
I mean, I
uh,
suppose you could love the convenience of the thing without loving the thing itself. Um,
exactly. That's exactly my point to this.
Yeah, I can understand that. So shell, there's a bunch of convert zone file to JSON. Do we need to convert something to JSON? Am I missing something?
On the Zig side, no, but maybe Nix packages just deals better with JSON, I guess, because
Cool
it's a more popular format.
documentation.
I think
Oh,
you can already incorporate, like by default, there's already built-ins for handling JSON and YAML. So probably that's why.
yeah, maybe. But my question that still is not clear to me is, do we need to do like zone to JSON at some point? Like, wouldn't it his tool already do this for us? Like,
Don't
am
even know
I?
what this is doing. I
No,
mean,
this
it's
is
obviously converting something to
no.
JSON,
Yeah,
but
this is doing like a print, std out, blah blah blah, buffered writer. So this is maybe using files. Don't forget to flush. There's a
I think
test.
that's actually the standard program that Zig spits out when you decide when you use it to initialize a directory for a new project.
Yeah, no, fine. But the thing is that there's no zone file in here. You see?
Yes, I see.
I would love to have some sort of like template that I can just steal and it works. Zig overlay, Nix Flake for the Zig compiler.
stealing is bad. Lemons.
But
Stealing is bad.
copying is not stealing, so we're fine.
That's. Oh wait, but there's a folder called templates. Default. Is this the same thing? Yeah, this is exactly the same thing as the. Okay, let's try it. If it doesn't work, screw it. Who cares? Well, we do care. So another thing that I noticed, we should create a source folder. Hmm?
That's technically optional.
No, but should we do that or not?
Uh, I guess it on
Yeah,
one
well, I
hand
like
this
since it
helps.
organized the project, but
Yeah, this this helps keep things organized, I guess. But your call, really.
No, wait. Magetta said that he likes or dislikes it.
I like because at least it's organized.
Okay, so we're gonna put. Uh,
It's kind of cursing a file named Erlang.zig. That's kind of.
wait, what? What did you say?
It's kind of cursed seeing a file named Erlang.zig.
Come on, we're making history here.
That's the kind of thing that I wouldn't expect in a Nekoma project.
We don't need this. Well, we do need this for now because I need this hash for now. We're gonna fix that.
Uh, we probably need to change the build.zig to point to the source directory
Be right
instead
back.
of yeah.
In the zone. Okay. Cool. I'm assuming this is relative.
It is, yes.
Cool. Okay, so for now we're gonna make another flake here, and later on, very very later on, maybe we will combine them.
Recursive flakes.
Uh, I don't know if it is gonna have to be recursive. But let's see. Lyceum client. Cool. So the thing that we need is Lyceum. Oh, it is in here. Mhm. So as far as I can tell, this is basically bootstrapping. Nix is bootstrapping Zig stuff. You can make docs means with the Zig compiler. Does it have like
Yeah,
automatic doc generation?
it does actually.
Ah,
Uh, I think that's one of the things that got improved with this new release, but it's been in the compiler for a while now.
Mm. Next question. How are we gonna? Do we need to tell? We need to tell Nix some stuff. First of all, we need to tell it to use the path for of these things when doing builds.
Yep.
That's the first. And the second is how are we gonna tell it about Raylib? Do we need to tell it about Raylib at all?
Uh, well, that depends. If we plan on using Nix to fetch the Radip dependency, then yes. Otherwise, I don't think so.
I don't think so. That's the way that I'm gonna go about it. Uh, Next question. Where should we do that stuff? Magetta knows, but he's not here. Let. Uh-huh. Okay, so we need to know something like Erlang include, and then we're gonna do some packages, Erlang something something that
Yep.
retrieves this path. But that's the thing, I don't know what that is at all. And how
Oh,
do we gonna
fun.
discover that?
Um, hmm.
Because
Don't
this
we
is the
have to
thing that
do
we
a
want.
similar thing when we build what was it?
Chime.
Yes, Chime, because of Objective-C stuff, right?
Yeah, we had to do that in there. But I don't remember how to retrieve, like how to reverse engineer this path to know what is the name of the derivation inside packages. I don't remember. I don't remember at all. But it's gonna be something like dollar this, and then include that, and this is gonna be lib, and that should work just fine. That should work just fine. Question.
Sure.
When doing Zig build instead of Zig build XC, can we do the same kind of sort of stuff? Like, I don't know, uh,
Yeah, I think we,
flex,
yeah, I think we can. Uh, but
Erlang
also
include.
there are some things that we can do by messing around with the build file as well. That's an additional option.
What
But
is
sure,
this?
you can pass normal flags to Zig build. I think that works.
Assuming that this makes any sense, it's kind of this.
Yeah, that's kind of that.
So now we need Magetta to to know the stuff. Something that we could do as well is that we know that it is something in here, right? So it needs to be Erlang or Erlang LS. I have no idea what Erlang LS is though.
Erlang LS.
I think it's the LSP LS
Right, language server.
language server. Yeah. So that's definitely not it. So I'm gonna put all my money on the packages.erlang. And I'm gonna assume
Okay.
it's that. I'm gonna assume that we need this every time. So
Mm,
okay, interesting. So you said, Marinho, that if we're not gonna do, how can I say, if we're not gonna do Raylib via Zig, via
I'm
Nix, we don't
back.
need to put the Raylib stuff in here. Mageta, are you back?
Mm-hmm.
Mageta, do you remember when you did for Chime? Because
Hmm.
you see this, right?
Yes.
So the way that I did it, that I think it's gonna work, is like this. I don't know if that's right though.
Assuming it's inside Erlang, yeah. The
Yeah, I think it's inside Erlang because this is the only thing that we have in the developed.
right. Yeah, that looks like it.
So then we are doing dash I and then the include, basically replicating what the just file does, right?
Uh-huh.
Basically replicating that. And then I was discussing with Marinho that what about raylib? Do we need to put raylib in here in Nix if the raylib is not in Nix packages for Zig?
Uh, are you not finished on line 52?
52.
Like
Uh,
PKJ. PK. What is
uh,
that?
this
Target.
is. Oh, I am the wrong one. Yeah, this should be this according to the convention of the guy. Because look,
Uh,
Yeah, I saw that, but
I was the wrong one. So
uh,
my understanding is that Marinho said that if we're gonna use Zig's package management manager to do the raylib stuff, we don't need to put it in Nix, which I have no idea
yeah,
about.
yeah, because it's like in Racket Power, right? We don't fetch the Racket dependencies in the Flake there because we are fetching them using the Racket tooling.
Yeah. Uh, let's assume that that's how it works. So now we're gonna do Nix run build, and let's see what the heck happens. I have no confidence that this is gonna work. Okay, git status. Uh, there is a I saved.
Mm,
So let's add this flake. Uh, actually, yeah, let's add the flake only. And then I'm gonna do this. Let the war start. He's doing some stuff. Ooh, I actually don't know what that happens. What happens if you have two flakes in the same project, Magita?
it will pick the one that you are using on this directory.
Okay. I am inside client, so we are using this flake here. It created the flake.log, which is good.
Mhm.
And it didn't work, of course. Uh, undefined variable Erlang include. So I think these things only exist in this scope
Oh
here.
yeah, it's a Latin, right?
So I need to put this up there somehow.
Or you do a function, but uh,
I think we should not do that. So let's
yeah,
grab
that'll
these
be
guys.
more that'll be more painful than otherwise. So yeah.
Let's pick these guys. Let's put them in here. And we.
But here's the problem, Amos.
Hmm.
You don't have there. Let's see how this guy's doing this
It's
because
using flake uchus though. So I think we
you see
should
the
have
system.
Nix here or
Yeah,
something.
so that's a yeah. Let's try that. But here's the problem: you're not building for a generic system. You see, that's the problem.
I think I am though, because I'm gonna do something like this equals something something that uses
Yeah, but
system.
you need to pick the yes. You need to inherit from the system. You see,
No, yeah,
but
but we do
just
that
try to do
with.
Nix packages, whatever. Who cares?
No. But we already have this in Spatula. One moment.
Oh, we do this in anywhere. That's
No, we don't use
even
uchus everywhere,
no,
unfortunately.
not we do.
Flake uchus, I don't
Each
think we
default
do.
system, we do.
I think Chime doesn't, for instance.
Well, in the last two projects, we certainly use some
Aha!
form of looping over
I
systems. It
found
doesn't
it.
matter if it's the same function.
There. Thank you, Benevides. And then we're gonna do now, there, and then we just do there and there. Hmm? So you do this,
Uh,
and then you do the stuff. I have another question. How are we doing? How are we getting flake uchus if it's not in here in the inputs?
Miracles.
How is that even? Can you re-export in a Nix file of this guy the other stuff? Mageta, do you know?
sorry, what?
Can you in your Nix file from this custom Zig to Nix thing? Can you re-export stuff? For instance, maybe he is already export. Yeah, I think he is. Look, right? So maybe he's already re-exporting. That's how we are getting it. Okay, we're downloading Erlang this time.
So I'm just looking at the Zig build system. Uh, there's a page in the Zig websites about it. Uh, yeah, apparently some of those flags that we were passing to the command line, they actually have to go in the build.zig. For instance, linking the libc is one of them.
Mm. No, wait, something broke in the zone file. That's hilarious.
Oh,
Uh,
did you leave the garbage there?
which garbage? Oh yeah, I did.
Yes, it did.
I did leave the garbage. Okay, but Marinho said something important. So these flags here are these ones that you're talking about?
Uh, yeah, the -lc, -lei, -lp threads, those all have to go in the build.zig.
Will Nix understand that? Because look at what are they doing here? They're literally calling Zig. Well, but this command uses this file, right?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so in that case, that should work just fine. So let's grab these.
This is the page that I'm looking at, by the way.
Mhm. Where do I put that? You said
Right. So after the exe, you have to do
exe here.
exe.linklibc to link the libc that we depend on.
Link. Oh man, there's probably
Cam-
LSP for this.
Camel case, camel case.
Camel case.
Link
G.
lib,
Oh, it is
link
only libc
libc. Yeah,
like this.
yeah, and parentheses because it's a function call.
Mhm.
We also want to do a link system library for pthread, right?
Mhm.
Um, again, camel case.
So p thread.
Link system library.
Oh, system. Like this.
Yeah, and then the argument is a string, and we just pass pthread as the argument.
Like this.
Yeah, and then we do the same thing for EI because that's the Erlang interface, right?
This.
Yes, and then there's a flag that we can pass to Zig build, like an actual command line flag that allows us to add a directory to the search path that the build system uses. Um, and that
Add a
should
directory
work.
to the search path. Do you mean like the dash I and the dash L?
Yeah, basically to replace that. So if you go to the terminal real quick,
Okay, let me just remove these. Terminal.
yeah, so just run zig build dash dash help, and it's going
So
to
I.
compile the build file, but
Uh,
then it's going to print the help.
wait. Are we gonna have an executable which is the builder?
Oh, the builder is an executable, yeah.
Ah, okay. So you have a problem. It didn't find
Uh,
raylib.h.
build Zig zone. Expected end of file found an identifier. And 16.
Where are you looking at?
Freelance trace to traces.
Yeah, but look at this.
Lazy
Oh
path.
wait, that's the other one. Okay.
Lazy path found.
You see here, so apparently you couldn't find a
Oh,
raylib.
oh, I think no, I think I know what's going on here. I'm pretty sure that the type of that argument changed in the last version of Zig.
Which type?
Yeah, you see that string there, the not that one, the one in the terminal. You see install header source slash raylib.h, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a string, obviously, but expected a build lazy path. And that's one of the changes that I saw in the change log for Zig 0.12.
What's a lazy path?
Uh, it's an abstraction that they added to make it easier to use libraries from the actual system that you're running on instead of just fetching them from the internet. To make it more friendly for the distribution's package manager to use the Zig build
I see.
system to build stuff.
No.
But the consequence is that that argument that's a string, it needs to be a different type, and that's not being passed because I think the library hasn't been updated yet.
When you say the library, you mean raylib?
Yeah, the Raylib's bindings.
Can we fix that ourselves or not?
I think we can actually,
Okay, so there is a
but we will
way.
need, yeah, but we will need to like fork the repo and
Uh,
just edit the build.zip
I
to
want to
change the
die.
string to.
Uh, Cooling hell.
I guess it's
Welcome.
Erlang time.
Alternatively, we can try using the other library.
But which one are you talking about?
Um, we're using the raylib-zig one, right?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no memory which one you're using. I think we're using both of them are raylib.zig, but they are from different profiles, I feel.
Oh,
Yeah. So we are no, wait, I lied. One of them is raylib.zig, which doesn't have support for package manager at all. And the other one is called Zig Raylib, which is the link that I shared in the chat, which is a minimal example on how to do Raylib stuff with Zig.
I see.
We are using that one, and that is the last update was a month ago, literally a month ago.
Build.zig.
But I have a question though. Uh, mm,
Yes.
because if you take a look on that repo, there is only one file called raylib.zig, right?
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that this has nothing special. This is literally just using the C bindings, like doing nothing at all in our favor. So I think we could just fix it ourselves. It's not even a fork because we can actually remove the dependency altogether and just do it ourselves. The what the guy is doing.
Yeah, that's an option.
Okay, so in that case, we're gonna need something called raylib.zig, and currently the guy is doing this, but apparently this is where it's wrong, right?
Oh, so actually, he's just re-exporting the the bindings from the headers directly. It's not even a generated binding. It's just straight up C interrupt.
Yeah. Okay, so let's assume that. Let's assume that we don't have a zone anymore, right? Because we don't need it, correct?
We may still want to use it. Um,
Sure. So we will do what? Remove the dependencies for now?
Yeah,
Okay. So what do we need in order to... Then I think you just go into the flake and adding raylib?
adding Raylib, and then in the, I wonder, I think we need to add the system library for Raylib in the build.zig as well. But yeah, that seems like the way to go, I guess.
No, but how would that work? Do we need to put it in the build.zig and in here, or only in the or only in the?
Only the build.zig, because you remember a couple minutes ago we did the link system library thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can just link system library and pass it Raylib, and it should link the Raylib that's installed by Nix.
Great. So you're saying that we're gonna put it in here, and it will magically just work?
Yeah, and the Raylib dep will have to go because we're not using that anymore from the zone file.
Sure, that works. But I still have I still don't understand how Zig will handle this because from the Nix perspective, there's no Raylib, right? And I don't have Raylib installed in my system. So my understanding is that I need to put a dash I for Raylib in here.
No, no, no. You just need to add it to the flake, and then there's an option that we can pass to the build system that is that is this option, and I'm just copying it from my terminal because why not?
But if I want to do it with Zig, Marinho, I would have to do a Nix develop which has Raylib, and then Zig would know. There's no way of doing just Nix build and call it a day.
Why not?
Because if I put in the build.zig here without going to Nix develop, I won't have Raylib available in that environment.
But then you can do a Nix run build, and it's going to call Nix build from inside the flake, and there will be Raylib in the flake.
When you say there will be Raylib in the flake, what exactly do you mean? Because what I mean was
Then
doing this. Because there's no develop in here, you see? There's no shell in here. Oh, there is, but it's doing nothing.
wow. But if you do Nix run build, it's not easily going to like run Zig builds from inside the flake environment.
Mageto, do you know that?
Say it again.
If we
Like
do a
if
Nix
you
build, will it
Nix
enter
run build,
into the Nix develop shell first and then do a build, or will do something else?
Wait, if you do what? If you do
If you do
Nix
Nix
build,
build,
run
yeah,
dot
you're
hash
doing
build.
the creation of the packages at default.
right?
So, but then the Marinho's question is the following: if we put Raylib in the dev shells as like what you would receive if you did Nix develop, and we do Nix build without going to Nix develop first, right? Without joining the environment, entering the environment, will
Then you,
Nix?
so okay, so when you invoke a build, it's actually not related to the environment you're running
Yeah,
the thing
that's what I
on.
thought.
So it's picking the things from the flake, and then from the flake, it's giving getting the input from the flake inputs, right? So what you can do is define both, like incorporate one flake. Well, do we have a flake for the Raylib? We do, right?
Yeah, we do have Raylib in Nix.
So what we can do is embed one flake package, like that outputs a package on the other flake, and then you just make a dependency like that. You see?
Yeah, I see, but I would rather do what I did here.
Yeah, that would be substantially easier.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Marinho wants to put the Raylib information into the Zig stuff. But if we do that, Zig
Mhm.
will not know that Raylib is available because we don't have a Nix develop and then do a Zig build.
No,
Right.
there's an option that you can pass to the to Zig build to add a path where you can look for libraries, and then if you just pass that option in the Nix run build command up there, just the same way you're passing the Erlang includes and Erlang lib, that should work, I
No, no,
think.
no, but that's what I wanted from the beginning. So what I wanted to do from the beginning was copy this, change this to raylib, and then change the names, ray, raylib,
Bravely.
raylib, hilarious. Then you just do this. So you copy, oops, and then you do Control D, 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 and then you do something like
Oh, we
there.
fucked up. Oh no, I didn't. Okay.
Yeah, this will not work unfortunately. Meta D, raylib, there, and
It
then
should work. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't.
well,
Yeah, but apparently the way to do this with Zig build is using the search prefix option that I posted in the chat here.
oh, search prefix. Let's check. Okay, so you do search prefix,
Yeah, I
and
just did a yeah, I just did a Zig build dash dash help, and then it says, okay, if you pass the option search prefix with a path, it adds the path to look for binaries, libraries, and headers.
so then what you're saying is that I can do just this. Is that what you're saying?
Uh, Maybe. I actually haven't tested this out because I don't have a thing that's set up to play around with this. I
Okay,
just
let's
found
actually
it in
just
the
do it
help.
once and see what happens. If it works, I'm gonna replicate further. So let's assume this. Nix is lazy, so he's not gonna complain about these other things not existing, I think. There, there, oops, there, there, and then we're gonna just remove this thing and this thing. Do I need it to do like this though? Can't I just do this? I think I can. I should be able to. And then I'm gonna run this command. Wait. Something here is still referencing raylib. Should we change? Should we remove this or not?
Let's see. B option, optimize mode, and then I think we may have to, but we also need to add the link system library really.
Okay, so you're saying that we should grab that and put raylib in here.
Yeah, and then I think we can remove the, let's see, B option, optimize mode. I think that's just an optimization flag that we are adding here.
Oh, so in that case I'm gonna remove it. We want just the minimum amount. Everything else can like it's fine. Okay, it's time. Come on, break.
Never seen someone want the code to break.
Okay, it broke. So there's something about strip, which is no field name root module instruct build step compile.
I think we can, let's remove that for now. We can add it back later if it turns out to be needed.
Oh, okay, there was an error. I was surprised. Error. The following build command failed with exit code 1. So it is telling me
Oh, you need to pass it. It thought you were passing that path as if it was a command because you didn't add the prefix.
I
What
did.
was it? Search path? Yeah, you did, but then you passed it the Erlang path, and then you just passed the Rayleigh path like straight up without the flag before it.
Oh, so I do need to add the path before it.
No, 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 no. Go to the flake. Go to the flake.
Yeah. What's wrong
Yeah,
in
you
here?
see, you said search prefix Erlang, and then you said Rayleigh afterwards. I
Yes.
I think you need to add another search prefix in between those
Ah,
two.
I think it's this.
Yeah.
So
Let's
this
try again.
notation is just weird. It's not a list of paths. It's just like, uh,
Okay,
okay,
things
it
are happening.
changed. It got worse, maybe better. I have no idea. So now it's complaining. Unable to find dynamic system library Erlang using strategy paths first. Searched paths. Where is the Erlang one?
It's
There's
the first
none.
two.
Oh, it is.
It's the first
It is
two.
in here actually.
Yeah.
I
But this
think
is wrong,
there's
right?
I think there's some stuff in between the slash lib and the libi, if I remember right.
Oh, so you think we need to? Okay, so here's the stuff. There's this.
Right. There's that Erlang lib Erl
Oh no,
interface
forget the
dash
include.
whatever, and then slash include.
No, but then we are fucked. How are we gonna know which version to put in there?
Uh, well,
It's getting this, I think. Yeah, Erlang, blah blah blah,
No, no.
lib
You see, lib appears twice in that path. Actually, it's getting just the first one.
yeah,
appears twice.
yeah. Lib has twice the same file name, the same folder, right? So you need to go deeper inside of this.
Yeah. You see, it's
Oh, hard
Erlang
code
slash
version
Oh, I
though.
need
lib.
to put this there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh, Wait, maybe
Not
there's a
only
way to
this,
cheat even
right?
better. Wait a moment.
You need to put Erlang, lib, and then Erl interface, blah blah blah.
Can't I just put Erlang and then it will figure out the rest?
No.
Are you
Why
sure?
would it?
Why would it?
Because it did. It found more than one.
Because there's one on this folder.
No, it's because it looked at this folder that you passed and it said, okay, the lib is called EI. Let's see if there's a shared
Okay, so
object or if
it
there's a
doesn't do it
static archive.
recursively. I see. That's sad though. That's pretty sad. Uh, so I need to do this. But then I have a question. How are we gonna know which version to put in here?
We
That's a
will
good question, actually.
we will have tea, and then we're gonna look at the tea leaves in the bottom of the cup, and then we will know.
Wait,
Oh,
repeat?
We're gonna have tea, and then we're gonna look at the tea leaves, and then we're gonna know.
Mageta with the very classy T divination.
Okay, so that the answer is that there's none. There's no way to discover.
Probably the Erlang package has a attribute that we could expose, but then if it's not, we're gonna have to go in the hell in Nixel to package our own or
Couldn't we
fork.
just do Nix shell something something past the flake or something and do an investigation in the REPL? I'm
Well,
pretty sure
you
this could be
can,
done.
but
I did this in back in the day.
here's the thing: the flake is a closure, right? So it will pick the things that are defined on the top level of the file with the lock. If you're not relying on the lock, then the version that you might get with the Nix shell might be different than the version that you will get inside the flake. You see the development.
Uh-huh. I
Can
agree.
you do a Nix flake describe, uh, or show, and then you put the yeah, just that. It's fine. Thank you. That's useless. Can you type Nix packages hashtag or dot? I don't recall. Like
I'll
the
be
Nix.
same
right
thing.
back.
Like up. No, the same thing. Yeah, and then you put Nix packages, package, um, Erlang Erlang. I don't know what's the package.
Erlang.
Dot. No, if I mean instead of a hashtag
Oh,
with no hashtag, with no Nix packages, maybe.
are we doing this correct though?
Don't know.
Uh,
Let's see. Nix Flake Show
Man, I'm pretty
package.
sure the answer is
Haha, no.
Nix repo.
Okay, it's a Flake URL. You gotta be kidding me.
So I don't recall anymore. How the heck do I go to packages? Oh boy, it's been a while. It's been a freaking while. So Nix repo packages from Flake.
Just want the Nix packages. Packages. Thank you.
So there's a guy that said just YOLO it. Okay. Uh, so how can I get to packages? I don't remember, man. It's been so long.
How can it wait? What do you want to do? What we're trying?
Yeah, so back in the day when I was having like this same problem, like there's
You need to
there.
load the variable.
Ah.
So counter, yeah. The syntax is big A. It is open close single quotes, and then inside that angle brackets open and close. Nix packages. There, and now
But
you can.
that's not really what I wanted, but that
Oh, you need
works.
to do packages, right? Packages dot no pkg like the yeah that. There you have
Okay,
your
so in
garbage
here there should be
version.
version. We could do a
Does-
string interpolation with that.
Yeah, I think you can access that. Yes,
So in that case, yeah, this is very big A stuff, but okay. Uh,
would be worse.
could be a lot worse. So Erlang that slash lib l interface.
Oh, but does this number correspond exactly to the same thing there? Not sure.
I don't think
It seems
so.
like it. Just go for it.
Yeah, let's see a little bit. Why not? So then dash, and don't remember, is this the way that you do that?
That's like
Don't
strings,
remember.
but since you're gonna interpolate, you just put it inside the string.
Ah, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I can just do this Erlang version, right? Erlang version,
I'm
and
back.
then
Why are you doing? Yeah,
lib, and we're gonna have to have an include as well.
yeah, which is the same, I assume.
Include.
Actually, you can probably not bother with that last segment
Really, even better.
because it will try to find compiled libraries in the slash lib and headers in slash include, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have faith.
Are we
Uh,
sure that? Yeah, I don't think that's the right version number.
I'll not found, so I didn't find
okay.
that.
Because
But here's the
Can you
thing.
see
because
if
it
the
Here's
path exists? By the way.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
want
look
to
at
do.
that. Oh man, wait. Look at the path. Store blah 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 Erlang blah blah Erlang. Is that right? Oh no, it
yeah,
is right.
go to the look at the
Uh,
commands from the.
ah. No, the command
Launch
from the just
package.
file is wrong because we did a Nix Flake update.
No. But just look at the command from the
Prob-
just file for a second. I want
yeah.
to point something out.
You probably still have the garbage on your computer, by the way.
No, you see, the Erlang version is 25.3.2 whatever, but the Erlang interface is 5.3.2.1. It's a different
Uh,
number.
Ah, that's
yeah.
true. Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it again.
Well, but then how we're gonna know the number?
We're gonna YOLO it. So which things here seem like to be the one that you're looking
I
for?
don't think it will be there, man.
Meta. Meta is a good candidate. So do you have me a 5 dot whatever? The answer is
No, because it's
no.
Nix metadata, not any garbage.
Uh, how awesome. Uh,
Look on the
Preconfig.
outputs.
Outputs I did already.
You did? Oh, you just did. I didn't notice. Uh,
Debug info. Oh,
install targets.
install. Oh,
Nope.
install.
9.
No, not any of that.
Yeah, we are in the tooling hell.
Well, at least we have a REPL. I had worse.
Isn't this
Much
great?
worse. System. No.
Yeah, system is just.
Type. No. The fact that it's not version is very bad. This is just the version of the derivation.
I don't blame them. This is just a production out of the Erlang. It concerns nothing to Nix.
Can't we just tell Zig to search recursively? Like that would be so much easier, man.
Oh, that I don't know.
Because we know it is inside this thing. You just need to go to search a little bit more.
If you put on like a C compiler or whatever, like if you put an asterisk, doesn't it find the path, the completion?
That's a very interesting guess. What do you think, Marin?
Uh, Somehow I don't think that's gonna work.
Okay, let's try first.
No, no, I didn't mean that. No,
Oh, you
I
didn't mean
meant
that?
Erl int dash interface and then asterisk slash include. You see,
Oh, you mean
just
like
to ignore the
putting
version.
the here?
Yes, and then you put normal include blah blah blah.
Hmm. Let's try this first though, because Marinho said that he doesn't think we need to go different, like differentiation between include and lib and all that stuff. And no.
It actually treated the asterisk as part of the path instead of a wildcard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there's no way to tell Zig, just do this recursively. There's no way.
uh,
Uh, I mean, we can just can we run ls inside of the plate and just grab every directory in the Erlang directory, like the Erl interface
we
and
can
plus
do
whatever
an
else.
Ooh,
we can
wait, wait,
run a
wait, wait.
script.
There is this number.
Uh,
Can I get this number separate, please?
you can do an alk.
That's not inside of the Erlang uh, folder though.
I have no idea. We are inside the derivation. We are not inside the folder.
Yeah,
No, but
like
look,
this path will
that,
be inside the derivation. That's true.
no, but look, that's not actually in the Erlang. That's Geoc or Gawk if you prefer to pronounce it as a word.
Gawk, yes. Joke.
Actually, before we continue, we should actually check what the heck is in this file, in this folder. Mm-hmm. Wait, what? Uh, it changed. You guys
Why
see
did it
this?
change?
It changed. I think there's
Uh,
another lib, maybe?
Yeah, there's another lib.
Yeah, there's another lib.
Yeah, lib appears twice, and then there's a bunch of directories,
Yeah.
yeah,
and they all
Euro
have those like
interface.
random version numbers.
I refuse to accept that there's no way to retrieve this info though from the thing
Can't you just do an ls inside of the Erlang slash lib slash Erlang slash lib,
and do an
like
ls.
ls that will give you a list of directories, and then you just include all of them?
But that
That should
wouldn't
be
that be
doable.
bad for the Z compiler to ignore the garbage?
Uh, Probably not. The Z compiler is lazy.
Hmm. Okay, so we can do that. So you're suggesting to do Erlang lib and do an ls on this.
I think we're missing a lib before the Erlang, actually.
That's true. So is this your suggestion?
Yeah, we do that. That will give us a sequence of directories. And then we just add each of them to the search path.
But aren't we gonna have to interpolate those things with search prefix? Because this is gonna
Uh,
return many directories, and we know that behind each one of them we need this.
yeah.
You see the problem?
We can just pipe it into sed. We're fine.
Right, it's getting even more cursed. So sad.
I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think it's I
We can
slash whatever text you want to include, and then slash to finish
we can
the
do. I
thing.
think I know how to do this with awk
Oh,
because
awk
we
the
need to
AWK one.
what?
Yeah, yeah. Is that the one that you're talking about? The terminal command awk
Yeah,
AWK.
the big A counterpart.
Okay, so
That
do
is.
it. Do it.
I think you can use a separator. Like, can you show the path again? Like, assume
Yes.
you do an ls on that folder. Let's see.
This.
Uh, okay, you do an wait. You okay? Until that path, we can find it, right? And then you do an ls dot chalet, and then pipe that uh
Wait a moment. Couldn't we
to an
just do a
awk.
find to do with some reject scrap to get this?
We could, but we just want the. Well, yeah, I think, but that would be harder than just getting the version and pinning it there.
Oh. Okay, go on then.
Do the because you gotta like make a Nix script. Well, we're gonna have to do that anyway. You need to make a Nix script and then run it, and then you get the output, and then you run. You see, she's cursed, but well, whatever. So try the following: like ls-la.
ls dash la
Why do you need sudo, man, on
because I'm
that?
I'm consulting Nix store. That's why.
I don't need sudo even on macOS to consult the Nix store. That's weird.
Oh no. Okay, so now it worked, but it
Okay, so
asked
you
for
have
it.
row by row, and then now you pipe this to awk, and then in awk you have the dash capital F. So dash capital F, and
You
then
made the plan B already.
and then you put between quotes glued on the F. No, simple quotes.
Oh, simple.
And then you put the thing that's separating uh, the things. So we're gonna have to
This
do Erlang 25, 3, 12, blah blah blah.
25. Wait, what?
Yeah, the thing that's separating 25.3.2.11, right?
25.3.2.11.
Yeah, this is garbage, and then just put on the second argument of for awk, put the print like open simple quotes again, space, simple quotes, and then you do print, and then you print the first, like between curly braces.
Uh, the print within curly braces?
Yeah, it's a command, yeah, and then you need to put the which thing you want to print, so it's the one. So dollar sign one. No, inside the print.
Oh, inside
It's
the
a
print.
function. Yeah, the
This?
syntax is cursed. Yeah, try. It
Uh, I have no idea what happened.
it didn't do anything. What?
It didn't do anything, yeah.
Oh, because all of them do have the same thing, right? That
Sure.
makes sense. So I think we should split on the URL interface instead. Oh, never mind. We should have done that before. That's what you were doing, right? So put URL interface. Oh man,
Johnny
like
is
this.
making even better. It's
You can't
even
even
more
read this
cursed.
thing, man. Put URL interface instead of this.
Arrow interface instead of what?
Instead of this 25.3 blah blah, put error interface. Error underscore interface. Dash.
This?
No, no, without the wildcard. Yeah.
It removes the only one that we care.
Yeah, so we cut, actually.
Yeah. We
But
want the
that's
opposite.
Marinus. Like, I think this is far from perfect. That's what he sent
Yeah,
there.
but Marinhos has a performance problem which is bigger because what he wants to do is to pick all of these and put a prefix on them.
Well, yes, op will handle it as text. That's true. But
Jesus, like why?
I
Omen,
mean, you
he's
can always
using.
just grab the thing that we want before piping into seds. That's an
But
option.
I think we can use the find. That would be easier,
I
indeed.
think the find is much better, man.
But still, go back to the to Nix. There's something that is concerning me because, like, you need to run something there. But well, it's a side effect, right? That you are inside Nix, so
Oh,
you can't do it.
this is not like a phase.
Yeah, no.
I see. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna fly, friends. Ah, yeah, that's really true. I forgot about that. Because usually we do this in like phases, right? What a bummer, man. I'm so freaking sad. Repo. So I think there's no way to do this without hard coding it. If we don't find it in here, there's no way.
We just have to fix it from time to time. What could be worse?
Wow.
In a company that's job security.
Ah, okay, that's that. I don't know. Uh, that's something. That's something. Well, I'm gonna let's try a few ones before I surrender. I already checked this one, right? No, I did not this one. I already checked this one, and there's no stuff in there. Post patch, pre-configure, derivation, version, strict depth. It's kind of weird that build. Oh, it's depths. Nothing. Yeah, okay, so let's make it hard coded for now. Screw it. Screw it. So this is gonna be there, arrow interface, and that's not what I wanted.
It's 5.3.2.1, I think.
5321, yes. So 5321.
And
Okay.
it's a dash rather than an underscore between the name and the version.
I get to set it right. Job security. Uh,
Oh, apparently it compiled.
Uh,
uh,
doesn't look like it.
no, it compiled, but it failed because it tried to run.
Oh,
Well, you did a Nix run, you should do a Nix build instead of a Nix run if you just want to build.
Yeah, but that basically means that we didn't do any raylib stuff, so maybe the linking is just not working at all. But it seems that it found the Erlang stuff, which is good. So let's actually fix the other stuff. So how does this work? We need to do all of these nonsense here. There. Oops. There. And of course, I forgot to add a space. There. So which one do we want? We want this one. Oh wow.
and it worked
Yeah. So now here
apparently.
comes the problem. Uh, we are basically doing this. Which, by the way, what does this mean, Marinho?
It basically splices all of the definitions of the following structs into the current namespace.
Splices all the definition. So we are basically re-exporting it.
Yeah.
Okay. So now the question is, there's many hello world examples for Raylib, but they are all in C. And the other approach with the raylib.zig didn't work. So we're gonna have to do them in C and do all the
I
bindings.
mean, it didn't work when we tried to run that example. We didn't actually try any of the two bindings that we found outside of that example.
Which one?
The this and this.
Is this the one that I'm looking at? Yeah, this is the one that I'm looking at. So what are you saying? Are you saying because you see that how the guy is doing? He's doing with Git submodules, man. It's cursed.
Well, yeah, but that's like I'm pretty sure this hasn't been updated yet with the to actually. Oh, the Zig one hasn't.
What? So
Dash the really dash zig though it actually uses a zone file to fetch Raylib.
do you want to do like do you want to try just to see what happens?
I mean, we can.
But if we don't have the bindings, how would that ever work though? Like these raylib set configs flags. This is a Zig function, right?
No, it could be a C. It could be a C function as well. Although, given that it's taking a Zig struct, it's probably a Zig
Yeah,
function.
so my
Yes.
understanding is that this guy's idea was to make a wrapper around the C functions to make them nicer, right?
Yeah.
So this is not guaranteed in any manner to work at all because we don't have the files from the guy, right?
Yeah, we don't.
So I don't think do you think it's worth it to try?
Uh, let
I
me
mean,
think for a
aside from
second.
this line here, everything is normal Raylib. I know because Zozin does this all the time.
I wonder, can we just omit that first line? Oh, but then it's not gonna set the configuration, right?
Well, in theory we actually could. Why not? Uh,
Actually, I wonder, maybe the config flags, it's really the config flags, right? Uh, it's it's an all caps name that could theoretically be a C struct, actually, being initialized like that.
oh, okay. So let's actually try it. Let's actually try it. So this is the example from the guy, right? I literally copy pasted.
Uh,
Oh,
let's
but there
see.
are some instructions to put in build.zig. Look. Oh, okay. So he assumes that you have his repo in your repo, right?
Oh, yeah, that's actually annoying.
So this is literally what you wanted, right? But exactly how painful we described to him.
Yeah, the other one, the Rabbit Dash Zig, it does use the package manager, although, let's see if there's a, oh yeah, there's actually an example there.
Oh, okay. But how do we do the stuff? Oh boy, there's a bunch of configuration. Okay. So we need to add dependencies back, right?
Yeah,
We need to add dependencies back. Okay. Like this, correct?
yeah,
We need to grab a hash though.
we need to grab a hash. Uh,
Are we gonna put like, oh, the last commit was yesterday. Hilarious.
yeah,
So is this? I'm gonna pick the latest one. This.
I don't think that's a Git hash, actually.
I just copied from the commit. The full SHA of the latest commit.
Oh, yes, but I think that actually means to be a hash of the tar archive instead of the commit.
Oh. Um, okay, so how do we go to archive? Archive. Uh, where? How can I get this SHA, Marin?
I think technically the easiest way is to just try to download it
No.
uh, using the Zig package manager. And it's going to try to check the hash, and it's not going to match. And hopefully to tell you the actual hash instead of just the one that
Okay,
you
so we're gonna
expected.
put bogus stuff in here, right?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna let it crash, so it's gonna tell us what's correct.
Yep. Erlang's philosophy for the win.
Hilarious. There's an example here. So this is actually, I think this is the Hello World example from official Raylib. This is something different that I have no idea what it does. Uh, cool. We're gonna actually put this in here. Remove that. And let's see. There we go. Is this the thing?
That's the thing. Yes.
Awesome.
I know about that trick because I do that all the time when I'm writing custom Geeks packages, which is not very often, but it's a very helpful trick.
And it failed. No package named Raylib available within package.
Oh, I think we forgot to add it to build.zig because we're not grabbing a system dependency anymore, right?
Oh, okay. So actually, we
Rather, to
also
be
should
more
remove
precise,
this.
we're not naming it Raylib, we're naming it Raylib-zig in the zone file.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We should change this to this, but we should add it back to here.
Uh,
So there's this in the documentation. I'm gonna change the name here. Actually, I'm gonna maintain the name because I think that's best. And then we need to do these things. Is that correct?
uh, yeah, and then it links the library Raylib artifact and adds the imports Raylib, Raylib and RLGL. And those four lines in the block after that, with the link library and root module stuff,
Oh, it even
that's
has
what actually.
support for M scripting, I think, for doing web stuff. No, this is not. No, is this M scripting? M SDK? I always get confused.
I think it is.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing that Zozin bashed really, really hard. Okay. Uh, okay. So is this it? Is this the configuration, all the configuration that we need?
It should be. Let's try it out one more time.
And it didn't work. So no field named root module in build step compile.
Let's
Oh,
see.
there's no root module. We are using root module in here.
Oh, right, right.
Oh, there's no root module in here. There's only root source file.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, that's a problem. Let's see.
So how are they doing that? Let me check how the example. Oh man, look at that. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 operating systems supported. That's a lot of support.
Uh, I mean, Zig makes it very easy to cross-compile stuff, so it's not too surprising,
So
but
how
it
do
is
you make a
nice.
root module though? I don't understand. Root module. Hmm. Weird. Yeah, it doesn't do this explicitly. It does just like we are doing here. It has like a root source file, a target, and optimize, all that stuff.
Let's see. Maybe we have to add a line like this to the config, the build script.
Like this what? Which line?
Like this. It's from the Zig documentation. I have it open on a tab here.
Like in here?
Um,
What the heck?
yeah,
What the heck is
ideally,
options though?
that comes from the options that we get from the. I think it's up near the beginning of the build file, actually.
There's
Oh no,
no
it's not.
options in here.
There's no options. Okay. Um, on CXD version. Oh, it's this.
Isn't
It's
this
literally just
optimize?
no. It's literally just exe.add options. Although,
Are you
uh,
sure? I think this should be optimized. Let's try.
yeah, no, that's not quite it actually.
Yep, not quite it.
No field called root module though. That's
Yeah, but that's the thing. In the example that they provide in the raylib-zig,
oh, I think
they don't
let
have
me check
anything root
here.
module in here. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So how do you get a root module? What am I missing? Root module build zig.
Let me take a look at the flake real quick. I think did you remember to set the version to 0.12 in the flake?
I didn't have to because, well, that's actually not true, strictly true, right? Because this is not the same as the other thing. So let's actually do that. So I don't know if that's gonna work though because Mageta, you there?
Yeah.
If I do this, am I gonna change the Nix for this flake, or I'm also gonna change the Nix used when calling this?
So it will try to like I am not sure, but I think it will follow both. Like the Zig to Nix will follow from the unstable.
Hmm. Okay. Same thing. So I think your bet, Marinho, is that we are not using Zig 0.12.
Yeah, and actually we can check that if you scroll down back where there's the build commands, right?
Hmm.
We can add a version command that just calls Zig version and see which version of Zig is inside the flake.
Like this
Yeah, like that.
version. What am I? Apps build. Oh, no, of course not. Aha.
Yeah.
Okay, Mageta,
Mhm.
we're gonna have to make an overlay, man.
Oh man. Ah,
Because we need to overlay Zig with this Zig, with this one, with this one. The Zig that is being used in this other flake here is the 0.11. So we need to overlay Zig to be the other one. But I never remember how to do that.
Uh,
Totally.
and this is like I don't recall how to do an overlay to be honest.
Yeah.
So I have a few, but I don't remember.
Okay. So we're gonna have to remember how though. And I remember, and the documentation is not up to date with flakes and whatever. I always, yeah, it's still using the old way. We need, man. It would be so freaking nice. Like, do you know when you are a kid and they have like a bat signal? We need a Benevide signal, man, to drop Nix knowledge.
Na 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 Benevit.
Ah, boy, oh boy.
Ah, tooling.
Tooling, 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 tooling.
Tooling, tooling, tooling. Tooling, tooling, tooling.
Yeah.
Ah man,
So
this
maybe there's
kills
a
my
way to get around
motivation
this
to do
though.
anything, man.
Sorry?
This kills my motivation to do anything.
But come on, we just need to replace the Zig thing with the Zig 012, man. And we already have it, right? We already know it exists. It is in here. It should not be impossible at all. It should not be impossible. Hmm. So let's check. How can we do this overlay? Yeah, it needs to be done in an overlays fashion, man. There's no way. Okay, I'm gonna send you a thing. I get to take a look on this link here. See if you remember.
Remember which part? Well,
How can we make the like because what is happening? What is
we
happening is
need
the
to
following.
change. We need to change the package for one section. Is
Yeah,
that the point?
because it's doing packages.zig and it shouldn't. We need to replace this with packages zig
Right. So we need
012.
to overload the Zig to I don't know 12, 11, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We just need to replace this call to this call. That's it. That should not be impossible. The reason that I'm asking for you to remember is because it always demands me like hours to remember this by myself.
Man, I don't remember this. I need to go and look. Yes, I don't.
Mm,
I might have one example that I did for Postman, I think. But I need to go there and look. By the way, having a car is now a sin in Brazil.
uh,
Just
what?
wanted to let you know about that.
What are you
Yes.
talking about, friend?
It's in the list of syntax from the government. Having a car.
Syntax from the government. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
they're gonna
finish the
tax
recording
like
and then we're gonna
stuff.
talk about it because I'm not understanding what you mean.